Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to our new Monday night TNT Zoom meeting. We're so excited. We're going to try out a new night for a little while and see how that goes. Hopefully, we'll get better attendance. I have a feeling that some people probably forgot that we're actually moving it to Monday night, but hopefully, we'll all get that in our heads that we're going to do it on Monday nights. First and foremost, I want to welcome our newbies. And we have 3 newbies, and this, there we go. Welcome, Susan.
Thank you.
This, I want to go ahead and introduce the three new people this month, and we've got Mary Louise Stanzel, Sherry Malme, and Stephanie Novak. And I just want to welcome all of you to our amazing team. We're so excited to have you join us. We are here to help you, guide you, mentor you, whatever your journey is, whether it's health and wellness, or you're a personal use ambassador, or whether you are in it to build a business, or you're just wanting to make a little extra money and pay for your products. Whatever your goals are, we are here to help you achieve all of those goals. And just know that we're here for you. You can message us, call us, text us. We're available pretty much all of the time. So first on our agenda tonight is our Chief of Operations, Trila, and she is going to review what's coming up in the next couple of weeks, or the next week or two. And with that, Trila?
Sure. Okay, there's a lot going on. I don't know about y'all, but it's just crazy. I think I'm going to get me another calendar just for events and things like that, calls and so forth. But these are the main things that we really want to encourage you to participate in. Okay, first of all, corporate sent out an email last week about an online opportunity meeting that they are going to host. Now, this is a first. Corporate has never done this on such a broad scale. They have on Super Saturdays, they always send people out, and they do opportunity, but never on a just social media forum. And so 8 p.m. Central Time. We are super excited about it. We were hoping that we would get a little bit more information before our team call, but we haven't gotten it yet. Hopefully it's still coming. And I wanted to share something that I'm excited about that I'm going to do. I'm actually going to invite some of the people here locally who have kind of been interested in Plexus but just aren't sure. And I'm just going to invite them over to the house. And I'm not going to have food. I'm going to have some Slim. I might have popcorn, for the fall, popcorn. But nothing big, nothing fancy. And I'm going to take my laptop and hook it up to my TV so that we can all sit there and just listen. And then I'll just be there to answer questions. I want to encourage you to try to do something like that, even if it's just 2 people. Or take your laptop to somebody's house and watch it there. We are supposed to register, and that was one of the reasons why I came up with this idea, is I was afraid there wouldn't be that many spots available, if you will. And if I got registered and I could get people to come to my house, then my one registration would reach many more people. And so that was my other thinking, but I'll let you know how that goes. Okay, then Sunday night, we are going to have our fall online Facebook party. We're going to start it at 7 p.m. Central this time. This is a little bit different because it's a Sunday night, but we're trying to kind of just move it around to target other people. And make it available for everyone. these parties, guys, are an awesome way to get people to join your team, to place an order. The exciting thing is that the very next day, Monday the 16th, begins our 7-day challenge. Yes, we are going to participate again in the Team Hal 7-day challenge. Y'all, 7-day challenge is like what, $24.95, or a 7-day trial pack, $24.95, something like that. A ton of people, if you present this correctly, are going to be willing to do this. They're going to be willing to put out that money, that little bit of money, and do this challenge with the 7-day. I had, I think, 3 people on last challenge, and 2 of them placed orders. I know Susan had a bunch of people and has gotten some ambassadors, right, Susan?
Yeah, I had 4 people on it. 2 went ahead and signed up as ambassadors to start it, and then 2 signed up this month as ambassadors after doing it. So I actually got 4 ambassadors out of it.
Wow. Wow. So we want to encourage y'all to invite. Now, you have to present it correctly. Okay? You can't just post it on your page and think everybody's going to flock to it. It doesn't work that way. You're going to have to reach out to people individually. Get some type of pal that they just had, I don't know, is doing or something, you know. Say something personal and then say, hey, I've been talking to you about these products. These are fun parties. Join us. You might win a prize. No strings attached, nothing. Just join us and see what you think. So many people think they know what Plexus is, but they don't know. They don't know what all it is. And this is a great opportunity to share that. So please push the online party on Sunday night and the 7-day challenge, which starts on Monday. And then there's one other thing I'm supposed to talk about. Oh, the 60-day challenge. Okay. I started a 60-day challenge for me to try to get back focused on eating healthier. I'd kind of dropped the ball with that. And we are on our 3rd week. This week is the protein challenge. We've done the water challenge, and we did the salad challenge, and now we're doing a protein challenge. Y'all, people can join at any time through this challenge, anytime at all. And they don't have to order Plexus products. So this is a great way to reach those people that don't want to buy anything but are still health conscious and still might want to lose weight or might want to learn how to eat better. Add them to the group. You know, we don't preach Plexus. We share it every once in a while, but most of us are Plexus people, but it's a great way to get people to see the diversity in all of our products and how they help so many people in different ways. So encourage people. If you have somebody that you talk to that, or you overhear them talk about wanting to get healthy, say, hey, my team's doing this. Whether you're on it or not, add them. Okay? And who knows? Maybe they'll become your best ambassador. How's that? Awesome. I think that's it, Terry.
Okay, so what we'll do is, I'm watching email right now, and we will continue to watch it. And as soon as corporate issues what they're going to do for the opportunity meeting, what I'm hoping they're doing is setting up a YouTube, because if they do a live YouTube, then they don't have a limit of how many can watch it. So I'm telling you, as soon as we know what they're going to do, we will add you. I do believe that it's going to be recorded, which will be amazing, because then you can just send that recording to your potentials. Also, I wanted to mention that Saturday, Monica is doing a vendor event at her house in Frisco. Y'all, even if you can't go, you need to be advertising about that or inviting people to go. I will be there to personally talk to anybody. So let's say you live in Alabama, but your cousin lives in Frisco. Well, you send your cousin there to talk to me, and I'm going to help your cousin. I'm going to help teach your cousin about Plexus and the opportunity, and hopefully they will sign up, and they, of course, will sign up under you. So just because I'm the one talking to them doesn't mean that I'm going to sign them up under me. We're going to put them under you. So I don't care where you live. If you know anybody that lives in the DFW area that you want them on your dream
Terry froze.
you need to send them to
Right? She's froze.
Trila. What was that? Hold on.
Come on, it's like Terry.
Okay. So I don't know what Trila's talking about. She's, I don't know. Anyway, was me doing this? Okay, so
You froze like that.
we have something really exciting that we have we didn't come up with it, but our sister or another Plexus ambassador came up with it, and she had been an ambassador for over 2 years before she realized that this was the missing link. And we've said it a couple of times on our meetings, but I don't think I've hit a home run with how important this is yet with our ambassadors. It's all about the training. So what happened with me, I'm going to take full blame for this, is that because having a full-time job is not an excuse. I didn't spend the time training people the way I should have. And instead, I was trying to sign up as many people as I could. And what I should have been doing was making sure that every time I signed somebody up, I spent quality time with that person and trained that person. And then that person will turn around and duplicate it, and then it'll duplicate and duplicate. And instead, I was so focused on ranking up that I didn't spend time following up with new ambassadors, and I didn't spend time training them. And so what we have now in our little hands is a new ambassador checklist sponsoring ambassador check worksheet. So it's actually divided up into 3 sections. And what we're going to ask you to do, we'll download this to the site or to the page as soon as we finish tonight. But what I'm going to ask each of you to do is when you sign a new ambassador, I'm going to ask that you print a copy of this sheet out. And you're going to put their name, ambassador number, their website, and their date joined at the top. And it's basically a checklist of what you need to do for your ambassador to help them be successful. So I'm just going to give you a few things on what is on this list. Now, I'm going to continue to do new ambassador trainings, but y'all, those are skimming the surface. They're not going to get a person to where they can run full speed ahead. Those, and unless you call me or message me and say, hey, Terry, will you do a one-on-one ambassador training with so-and-so? And I'm telling y'all, I'm never going to say no to you. Okay, so if you have a new ambassador that you want me to work with to train, don't hesitate to ask. But this is just a couple of things that are on the checklist. Let's see, of course, add them to the team page, tag them to a pinned post, and tell them what it is. So the majority are really good about announcing people when they join our team, and of course you want to tag them. Tell them about keeping a list of every person who likes a comment. So let me back up. These are just in random order. So you want that person to do their introductory post. You want them to start posting as soon as possible. And you need to give them the verbiage to do that. And it can be as simple as, oh, I'm so excited. I'm ready to start this health journey. Would you do it with me? I mean, it can be that simple. They don't even have to talk about Plexus if they don't want to. It can be like I suggested to one of our new ambassadors a couple weeks ago. As soon as you get your welcome kit in the mail, Don't open it until you go live on Facebook and share it live on Facebook. So this is the first section that's telling you immediately after they sign up things that are going to launch them. And that's the thing, we want them to launch. So the second section, training part number 2, is in the first 24 to 48 hours. And it's things like identify their why, teach them how to go silver, talk to them about the incomes. If you can, get with them and go over the compensation plan. And let me tell y'all, I didn't have a clue about the compensation plan when I first started. I had no idea I could do Fast Start Gold. I had no idea. I had to literally figure it out that 3 people meant that I would go silver and get a bonus. And then I was just grabbing at people. I signed up Tracy, my husband, and I think Trila. Were you one of my first 3? I can't remember. Anyway, nobody taught me those things. So this checklist is going to give you a guideline of what you need to be doing with every single person that you sign up. When the last section is when they get their welcome pack, and I believe that corporate is working on a new design, and hopefully actual physical welcome packs will start going out soon. Then one of the things that I have a tendency to drop the ball on is following up with those people. So I have a girl who signed up the other day, and she's a personal use ambassador. Well, y'all, you still have to check in with those people. So I watched a video the other day on how to keep up with that. And this girl showed her planner, and she used different colors of markers to write in who she needed to check up with. And for new ambassadors, she's checking in on them every 2 days or every day. If they'll talk to you, you need to communicate with them until they're running. And for personal use ambassadors, you need to get them signed up, make sure their auto qualifier is turned on. Then tell them, okay, I want you to message me as soon as you get your products. Teach them how to take the products. Then go back 2 days later, check in with them. How are you feeling? Do we need to adjust anything? So even if it's a personal use ambassador, you still need to go back and check up on them. And here's another thing. I would always go ahead and put a personal use ambassador on the team page. I would just say, okay, I'm going to add you to our team page. And this is what I told the girl who signed up the other day. I said, if you don't want to pay attention to it, just ignore what you see on there. If it's something that applies to you, use the information. Because there's a lot of times that we post great videos on taking the products. If you guys didn't watch that product video last week, was it last week I think that I posted, you missed out on a great video. We just got off a call with my mentor, and as soon as we can get that video, we're going to post that video. So personal use ambassadors still need that information. And what happens to a lot of personal use ambassadors? They become active ambassadors, and that's what you want. I had no intention of ever selling. Trila I can't tell y'all how many times Trila said, I'm not going to do it, Terry. Don't even ask me. Stop talking about it. I'm not going to do it. And yet, look at her. She's, working on Ruby. So never assume that they don't want the information. And y'all, I think that when people first start taking Plexus, they don't have a clue. The majority of people that we get are mainstream medicine people that are just starting to think there has to be a better way. So mainstream media people, mainstream medicine people do what they're told from their doctors. They don't question it. They don't go against the grain. Oh, you want to give me 14 vaccines? Oh, okay. You want to do this? Okay. But these people that we're getting are the people that are starting to say to themselves, okay, well, that's not working. I'm still sick. and I'm still bloated, and I still can't poop but every 10 days, and I still, have heartburn. And those are the people that we get. So those are the people that we need to educate. The more we educate them, the better they're going to be, the better they're going to feel, and the more they're going to like their products. So go ahead and put new ambassadors, even if they're personal use, on the team page. And if they hate the information they're getting, they can always take themselves off. But what I want to see from now on going forward, if you want to build a business, let me back this story up. If you want to build a business, you need to use the new ambassador checklist. But if you don't want to build a business, you need to talk to your sponsor and say, okay, I have somebody that wants to sign up. I don't really want to work this business, but I'm willing to sign them up. You and your sponsor need to come to some agreement, because I'm going to tell you, if you're signing people up and you're dumping them, that's not right. That's not right. You need to go ahead and you need to help them. You need to guide them. You need to coach them. You need to be there for them. You need to support them. Unless from the very beginning you say to that person, okay, and we're not going to have very many people like that, but we are going to have a few. And if you don't want to do that, then talk to your sponsor and say, okay, I have a friend who wants to sign up, and I'll sign her up, but I don't want to coach her. I don't want any part of this. So that ambassador is not left high and dry. Because the problem that we've had, and I include myself in this, is that we haven't spent the time educating new ambassadors on how to build their business. And that's how we lose them. And I'm going to tell you how you get an ambassador to stay with the business. You cross that imaginary line. And what is that imaginary line? It's the dollar sign. So as soon as you get an ambassador and they all of a sudden on the 15th of the month call you up and say, oh my gosh, why do I have $50 in my checking account? Well, because you did blah, blah, blah. So the goal is to get your new ambassador across the imaginary line, and they will be in it for good. But y'all, we're the ones that have to step up. We have to coach these people. We have to encourage these people. We have to mentor these people. We have to be there for these people. And that is something that Trila and I have talked about a lot. And we are making a commitment to you here and now that we will always, always be here to support you guys. If you're doing an event, we're gonna post about it, or we're gonna try to be there. If you're doing an online event, we're gonna try to join in. We're gonna do as much as we possibly can. But here's the other part. We still have to continue to build our business. So while we're doing all of this other stuff, we still have to add people. We still have to get new customers. So y'all have to understand that we can't handhold you for everything. And that's why this piece of paper is going to walk you through what you do with a new ambassador. And let me just say this really quick. What if you spent just maybe 2 days off and on, not all day by any stretch of the imagination, not 8 hours, but what if you gave a new ambassador, chopped up over the 2 or 3 days, 3 hours of your time, and that ambassador ran with it. And that ambassador ranked up to gold. And that ambassador ranked up to senior gold and ruby and senior ruby. What's going to happen to you? You're going to rank up too. So it's worth it to invest love, encouragement, passion into your ambassadors. It's going to help you too. So we will post this as soon as we hang up. Can you even hang up a Zoom call? As soon as we finish, I don't know, technology. And I'm going to ask y'all, when you sign up a new ambassador going forward, either Trila or I are going to reach out to you and say, have you started the new ambassador checklist? And y'all, you can't be shy. You cannot be shy. You've got to get out there and push it, because what if you end up with a Celeste Gwynn? What if? Okay, so I just want to talk about one more thing. Guys, listen, I only had probably 3 or 4 people submit goals for the month. What's the deal? What's the deal? I'm telling you, if you don't have goals, and I'll show you mine, they're right here. Here's my annual goals. Here's my monthly goals. Okay, why did I get to quit my full-time job? Because I set these goals and I work hard at them and I look at them every single day. And y'all, I don't have an upline that can call me up and say, okay, Terry, where are you? It's self-discipline. So I'm kind of confused about people not setting goals. And y'all, I don't care if there are 3 of the simplest goals ever, they're goals. I don't care if it's read 5 chapters in a book this month, and post twice a day and learn about one product. That's great. That's better than nothing. So I'm highly, highly encouraging you to set some goals, make a plan. Guys, the last thing you want is in 4 years to be in the exact same place you are today. And if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a roadmap, you're going to be sitting in the exact same place 4 years from today. So, that's advice I can give you from my heart. I've been doing this for almost 4 years. My anniversary is like next week. And I'm telling you, every month, and y'all, I push myself. So I had over 2,000 in sales this past month. Oh yeah, my market's not dried up. And my goal this month is to have 2,200 in personal volume. So every time I achieve a goal, I stretch my rubber band a little bit further. And y'all, if it's fear, we're doing a whole lot of things on fear this month on another group. I don't know if you saw, I posted my YouTube video telling my story, my why, on my public page. Scared to death to put it out there. But you know what? What could it hurt? What could it hurt? So if you've got some fears that you need to work through about posting, sharing, if you feel like you're too pushy or whatever, well, y'all, let's talk about it. Let's come up with a way that you're not being pushy, you're being informative, and you're being helpful, and you're being caring, and you're being loving. So you can do all of that without pushing anybody. So a lot of things to think about tonight. The events that we have coming up, and Trila and I will be at Leaders Retreat. JD and I are leaving on Sunday, but we'll be on the road a lot, so y'all still message me. If I don't answer you, well, it's because I don't. But anyway, I'm going to try really hard to answer everybody. And we've got the online party. We'll figure out what we're going to do about next week's team meeting. Probably Trila and Susan will host it for me, hopefully. Let's see. We've got the corporate opportunity meeting. That's Thursday night, so stay tuned for information on that. Then I want you all to start working on your new ambassador checklist. And y'all, listen, I think what Trila and I are going to do is we're going to go back to some of our old ambassadors, and we're going to say, hey, can I just work with you on this worksheet, and let's see if we can't change the trajectory of your business. So don't be afraid. I've been messaging a lot of inactives, and I've been messaging them saying, hey, how are you doing? How's the new baby? Whatever. And then I'm saying, have you tried the new Slim? I would love to send you a couple of samples. Well, y'all, I've had 3 people say yes. So don't be afraid. Just because somebody hasn't ordered in a while or they've gone inactive, don't be afraid to reach out. And if you do it in a loving, caring way, they're not going to be offended. So walk your talk. Walk your talk. You can't ask your team to do things that you're not doing yourself. Put yourself out there. Get rid of the fears, bury your fears, talk to us. We're more than willing to help you get through those fears. And let's see how many people we can get on the opportunity meeting on Thursday night. Okay, I hope everybody has a great week. I kind of like this Monday. I feel like if we kick it off on Monday, people will have more time during the week to get their stuff done. And watch out, because I'm sure I will be throwing in a power hour or two during the week this week. Okay, thanks everybody. As always, dream big.
Bye.